This is 2 Minutes Together, a ministry of Central Lutheran Church, Eugene, Oregon. I'm Pastor Ben. This week we are in the season of Christmas. And in this season of Christmas, we are celebrating the birth of Jesus, the Savior in the world. Our text this upcoming Sunday for our 8th day of Christmas is the story of the flight to Egypt and them coming back into Nazareth. And there's a lot of things going on in that story, but I want to focus for our devotion right now just one thing. That is, 3 times in this little short text from the Gospel of Matthew, it says, this was to fulfill what had been foretold. This was to fulfill. And there's 3 different things it brings up. It has the statement, out of Egypt I called my son. Or a great weeping came out from Ramah. Or he will be called a Nazarene. And these traditions are things from the Old Testament. And it's talking about fulfilling prophecy. What might be odd, though, is if you actually go back and look at those prophecies in the Old Testament, look at where they're cited, they don't look much like prophecies. They're statements and they're things from the Old Testament, but it's not like, here was the expectation, here's how Jesus fills it. Why? Does it ever bother you that that's the case? There's a lot of different ways to think about this. I want to present one to you. When the Gospel of Matthew talks about fulfilling prophecy from the Old Testament, it is recognizing that yes, Jesus was always in the plan. The incarnation was always planned, but that the working of God was so different that we couldn't understand it when it was foretold. It didn't look like a prophecy to us. It didn't look like something we could understand because it wasn't something we could understand. It was God acting in a way beyond our imaginations. It's God's action that's greater than human knowledge, human understanding. It's God coming into all of our lives and acting in new ways, or they look new to us. They were always there. It was always going to come, but we could not have understood it. God, who defies our expectations at all times. God, whose love is greater than all of our weakness and all of our limitations. That's the God we have who comes to us in Christmas. This is 2 Minutes Together. I'm Pastor Ben.